Hey everyone, it's Clint Tucker, guitar trainer and coach. It's Fretwork Friday, volume 25. We're going to be talking about tapping arpeggios today. Go ahead, like and subscribe. Click that notification bell so you can get any kind of updates of what I'm doing. And let's grab our guitars, let's tune up, and we'll get rocking. I'm using my my Sir Classic Antique running through Scuffman S gear. And I'm running it off of a kind of like a Van Halen tone. So with all my volume down, I have a good sound. And when I crank it, it sounds fantastic. So here is 6E. 5A, 4D, 3G, 2B, and 1E. Okay, so we are going to be outlining the A7 arpeggio. So one of the easiest ways to play the A7 is to grab the second fret, strings 3, 2, and 1, and then add finger number 3 on the first string, 3rd fret. This gives you the notes A, C sharp, and G. Then we're going to do a D7 arpeggio, but we're going to do the D7 chord. So what we're going to do is we're going to use that 3rd finger as a guide, and we're going to come back to the 2nd fret on the 1st string, add finger 2 on the 3rd string 2nd fret, and add finger 1 on the 1st fret 2nd string. This is your D7. So those are A, C, and F sharp. So it goes from A, C, F sharp to A, C sharp, G. So the C goes to a C sharp, and the F sharp goes to the G, and the A stays put. So here is our A. 1st string, 5th fret. We are going to play this with finger 4, and then I'll show you why. We're going to play this with finger 4, and we're going to play the G with finger 1. So we're all on the 1st string for this. Now what we're going to do is we're going to practice our little move before we even do anything. You're actually going to pick this G note with finger 4 by lightly brushing the string and picking it. It's almost like a pluck. That's truly what a pull off is. If I actually hammer on from nowhere and then pluck, you hear the A and the G. Let me bring this volume up a little bit. So finger 4 does the A, finger 1 does the G. We're going to play, I'm going to use finger 2, my M finger on the right, and I'm going to tap 9, and that's going to be my C sharp. Because remember, we had A, C sharp, and G. So this tapped arpeggio is G, A, C sharp. You hear it? Now what we're going to do is we're going to use the part of our palm of our right hand, and we're going to grab strings 5, 6, 4, 3, whatever you don't want to ring out, and just kind of hush them up by touching them. what we're going to do is we're going to take that C sharp. We're going to move it down to a C on the 8th fret. We're going to take finger 1 and we're going to move it back to F sharp on the 2nd fret. Now we have F sharp, A stay put with finger 4. And now we're going to be tapping on 8. So we have the A7. Now I'm going to bring that tapping finger back 1 fret. Then I'm going to take finger 1 and go back to the 2nd fret. Go back up to the 9th fret. Just move finger 1 back over. Now, if you want to practice different subdivisions, you can go triplet, 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 triplet. By making sure that when you do this, you're going to come off and release to the G. If you want that to be a 16th note, keep finger 4 down, then pull off to finger 1. So 1 E and 1 E and So triplet, come back to finger 1 before, don't even use finger 4 except the very first part. See how finger 4 is up in the air? To do the 16th note, keep finger 4 down. And then just bring the spacing in between the notes a little bit closer. So I'm going to go. And then I'm going to try to get the second round a little closer to this. Then when you feel like you're starting to smooth it out, get them even closer together. Triplet, 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 triplet. Now keep finger 4 down to do the 16th note. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and. If you have any delay or reverb, it'll help carry some of that space in between as well. So I've got some delay on this sound. So when I play, it carries it off a little bit. So you get this nice wash behind. Now, you do the exact same thing for the D7 by taking this tapped note on 9, bringing it back to 8, and then taking finger 1 and bringing it down to the F sharp on fret 2. And now you can play around with that. So you can use a lot of cool ways to practice this is to set your timer for like 3 minutes. And for that 3 minutes, you make sure you have your Do Not Disturb on your phone. And for 3 minutes, you engage fully into this. Nothing else. Stay present into that moment. So you're thinking about when you play this, you're playing a G. So as you play, try to listen for that G. Stay in the moment. Then try to listen for the A. Then try to listen for the C sharp. By doing that, you can be aware of where they are in the pattern, and you're starting to be able to hear them in real time. Then start to slow it down to make sure you can pinpoint where you might be having some issues. Go slow enough to where you're not getting fatigue. By the way, you need to have good position. You need to have that headstock at eye level. This will not work down here. You're gonna run into some issues really fast with your wrist. So stay engaged for 3 minutes, you know, and then the next day do it again for the other one, for the D7. I'm reading a really, really good book right now from Thomas Sterner called The Practice in Mind. And he makes a really good point of making the process what you're excited about, not the actual product, right? The goal is you actually being aware of everything you're doing while you play. Then you can truly play with more freedom. And then the product of that type of practice and that type of mindfulness when you play is a sense of fluidity in your playing. So when you're working on this, put the timer for 3 minutes, do not disturb, and then go ahead and truly tell everybody that's, you know, you're around, hey, I'm practicing, I'm not to be disturbed, allow me to have this time, and really give yourself the chance to take this in. It may feel weird at first, but the more you do it, the better you're going to notice your calluses on the M finger, or maybe the I finger, depending on where you want to do the tapping. And the strength of your left hand will definitely get better. But this is a very simple one that sounds awesome. Like Nuno Betancourt from Extreme and Vito Bratta from White Line. If you don't know who they are, check them out. They just do stuff like this all the time. It sounds awesome. And then, of course, Eddie Van Halen was the master at this. So check them out and go ahead and give yourself more time to take in the process of doing this. Be mindful and really start to think of it as a present activity, not something that is part of a goal. The goal is becoming more mindful of what you're doing, and this is a great way to lock in and to get both hemispheres of the brain working in concert together. The left hemisphere taking care of this hand, and the right hemisphere taking care of this hand. All right, that's all I have for you. I hope everyone has a blessed weekend. Go ahead and, once again, like and subscribe, and we will see you next week, Lord willing. Bye.